Hello everyone out there. In this series, next day is International Animal Rights Day, that is again celebrated on December 10th along with the Nobel Prize Day. Protecting the rights of all animals. International Animal Right Day is celebrated on December 10th of each year. International Animal Right Day is a day dedicated to advocacy for the rights and well-being of all animals, both domestic and the wild. It calls for the global awareness and respect for ethical treatment of the animals. The day aligns with the Human Rights Day as it emphasizes the need of recognition of human rights along with animal rights along with the human rights. The history of animal rights started back in 19th century with early advocacy of figures like Henry, founder of American Society of Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. The first animal rights organization was founded by UK, United Kingdom in 1800s, including Royal Society of Prevention of Cruelty of Animals. The term animal rights became more widely recognized in 1970s, where publication of works like Peter Singer's Animal Liberation happened. Animal right versus animal welfare. There is a difference between animal rights and animal welfare. Animal rights include the belief that animals have inherent rights similar to the human rights and should not be exploited for testing and treating as the property, while animal welfare says that concern with the well-being of the animal but acknowledges their use for human benefit as long as their treatment is humane. For example, if we are working for some science or some vaccines or something like this, then animal rights says there is no way possible out when we can test that vaccine or that drugs on the animal, while the animal welfare says that till the treatment is humane, till the we treat that organism well, we can go for the testing of that particular vaccine or drug on that animal. The debate between the animal rights and animal welfare is central to many ethical issues or discussion in animal activities today. The key issues in animal right is factory farming. Millions of animals are bred for human in inhumane conditions, where there is no proper food is available or no proper shelter is available to the animals, that is inhumane conditions. Next is animal testing, where the animals are being used in the laboratory, science laboratory, where different drugs, cosmetics, vaccines and many more products are being used on the animals so that we can test the safety of that particular drug so that they can be applied to the human welfare. Wildlife exploitation, by killing and capturing of the wildlife for entertainment, medicines or pet trade, or for any other type of poaching activity that includes the wildlife exploitation. Circuses and zoo for confinement of wild animals for public display and entertainment, where the animals are exploited or the behavior toward these animals is inhumane, where this figure includes the inhumane behavior towards this wildlife organism, that is not providing it with the proper shelter. Next is wild animal rights matter. First of all, ethical responsibility, because we are humans and we have the ability to prevent harm and should not do when it comes to the animal. Intelligence and sentiments. Animals are sentient beings and the capacity to feel pain, joy and fear. Environmental impact. Many animal rights issues such as factory farming and wildlife trafficking have significant environmental consequences. Legal and moral rights. Just as human rights are essential for dignity, animals too deserve a life free from suffering. The role of advocacy groups. There are different international organizations, local and celebrities and influencers like Leonardo DiCaprio, many organizations like PETA, the Humane Society International, Animal Defenders, that works to promote the rights and that works to rescue missions and advocacy to protect the animals, to protect their rights and to protect for their welfares through media, through their personal choices, through different ways, so that they can be protected, they can be grown, or they can live their free or life. for celebration of International Animals Right Day, we need to raise awareness, we need to share information via social media, print media, host education talks, workshops, literature about the animal rights, support animal welfare charities where we can do some sort of charity so that the welfare related to animals can do work as well. Adopt, don't shop. We need to adopt the organisms or the pet or the animals that live in our locality instead of going shopping for these organisms. We need to provide shelters to the moving organisms in our locality. We need to provide the shelters instead of going to a pet store and buy a new pet. Vegan and cruelty free choices. When we need to become more vegetarian, we need to choose more plant based diet instead of a non vegetarian diet. Notable milestone in animal rights is where in 1975 publication of Animal Liberation by Peter, which challenged the view of animal property. In 1998 European Union passed the ban and testing of cosmetics on animals. In 2010 the Great Ape Project called for legal rights for ape advocacy of their personhood. In 2017, India became the first country to ban the sale of the animal tested cosmetics. Challenges to animal rights is cultural practices. There are certain cultures that include specific eating of particular animals, and animal cruelty is entertained. Political resistance. Government may be slow to enact to apply the forces to enforce the law for protecting the animal rights. And industrial lobbying, where powerful industries such as factory farming and cosmetics often fight against animal rights regulations. Global impact on animal rights activism. There are certain public opinion, international agreements, there are certain welfares, laws that are being passed every day that are needed to be followed about veganism, cruelty free products, but at the ground level there are so many things are happening against the animal. This picture shows the laws against animal cruelty. Green are the areas where there are particular laws that are being followed, while the red are the areas where there are no such laws are present. Also the shades of green represent where the laws are available and where the laws are being enforced. The future of animal rights include increased legislations, continued push for stronger laws to protect animals from exploitation, education and awareness, growing focus on educating next generation about compassion and rights of animals, technological advances, development of alternative testing methods so that animals can be protected from the science laboratories or cosmetic testing or any type of drug testing. Respect for animals, protection of animal rights, and International Animal Rights Day serve as the reminder for our shared responsibility to protect all sentient animals or beings. Thank you. Stop animal eating, stop cruelty against animals, stop shopping for the animals. Instead of this, provide shelter to some nearby organisms. That's all about today's video. Thank you so much. If you like the video, please hit the like button, share as much as possible, comments. If there is any query related to this video, we are open in our comment section. Thank you so much.